you building a YouTube channel because you're hoping to make passive income? Well, I'm telling you now, if you miss this video, you're going to miss out on what not to do and can end up screwing yourself out of several months of hard work.
Don't miss this.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Dave, and the reason I want to make this video is I recently went through something where it kind of caught me off guard. So it's no secret that the majority of us on YouTube are building channels because we want to get monetized. We want to get to the point where YouTube is actually paying us for, the ads that they run on our channels, or at least contributing some of that money that they're making. Because I'm telling you right now, YouTube is getting paid for the advertisers that are on their platform. But the thing about it is they don't have to do this, but they share some of that revenue with us. And I know plenty of people that are making a lot of money on YouTube and with YouTube. So I know that the majority of us that are starting these channels, that's what it is we're trying to gain. So those of you that don't know what monetization is, or the YouTube Partner Program, what it is if, say, you have a channel and you're creating content for that channel, if you get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public hours of watch time, YouTube will send you a notification letting you know that your channel has been approved to apply. There's a difference, for their YouTube Partnership Program. And what that partnership is YouTube will share revenue, some of the ad revenue that they make from the advertisers that advertise. When you're watching YouTube and you see these annoying ads that pop up, well, right now they're probably happening on your channel, but you're not getting paid for it. So once you hit those thresholds of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, YouTube will allow you to apply to get monetized, which is, in other words, make some money. And if you don't do it correctly, it's going to end up coming back to bite you in the butt like it did me. So in this video, I'm going to go a little bit over what happened to me and what I'm doing now to correct it, and what you can do to prevent it from happening to you several months down the road. So just to get started with just a little bit of my story, to give you the backstory. So for me, I'm a retired police officer. When I retired, I had my pension. So unlike a lot of you out there, you still are going to work every day to get a paycheck, and you're trading time for dollars. So I totally get the idea that you want to have some money coming in where you don't have to go out and bust your butt for it. Now, don't get me wrong. You're still going to bust your butt even trying to build a YouTube channel, because it takes work. It's just a different kind of work. But the thing that's nice about it is you can do it from the comfort of your own home. That's what drew me in when I saw the amount of money that could be made. And I was like, you know what? I can do this. So that's what got me to the point where I started the channel. So like a lot of us, when we start these journeys, we start watching a ton of videos, and we're listening to every Tom, Dick, and Harry trying to figure out what's the best way to go. And everybody has their people that they like. Do I listen to this guy? Do I listen to that girl? Do I listen to this guy? Do I listen to that girl? And it gets to the point where you get so burnt out of listening to people, you just say, you know what, I'm just going to take the summation of all the stuff I've learned and just start doing it. The biggest thing is start doing it. Start taking massive action. I don't know how much I can really say that. So for me, when I first started, I actually created 5 channels. Now, right now, the channel that I'm talking to you on, which is my David Dowland channel, right now I have about 36,000 subscribers. Now, I started back in September, and just recently got approved for the YouTube monetization program. Just recently got the notification for the YouTube monetization program that I was just talking about a moment ago. If you want to work hard and get to the point where YouTube send you that email to let you know, hey, you can apply for the program because you hit your 1,000 subscribers and your 4,000 hours, or you got 10 million shorts views within 90 days. If you hit either of those thresholds, they're going to send you that notification, so you're able to apply. But I want you to stay with me to the end of the video, because I'm going to share a nugget with you that will prevent you from having to take several months of trying to build this thing and then have it all come collapsing down around you because you didn't do this one thing. Like I said, hang with me till the end. I'm going to share this little nugget with you guys. So when I started, my why was, like I said before, I had my pension, and I'm doing okay, but there's still things I desire for my family, and I was like, man, it would be nice to be able to stay home, you know, because like I said, I'm retired. I've worked my whole life. I said it would be nice to have additional income rolling into the house where I don't have to go out and trade time for dollars. I'm sure many of you can relate to that. So when I started, one of the people that I listened to had suggested to have multiple revenue streams. So he talked about how he did, you know, he had several faceless channels and he had his main channel. So I was thinking, you know what? Let me start all these channels right now. So I started 5 channels, and probably up until about 4 months ago, I was trying to build all 5 of them. Now, for me, it wasn't so hard because I'm retired and I'm home, but I'm telling you, it's a lot of work trying to create long form content, which are videos that are, you know, more than a minute long, you know, trying to write scripts for them, trying to make sure the content look good. And then once you get done, just sitting there editing them for hours to try to make them, you know, nice before you upload it. So this is what I was doing for not one channel, but I was doing it for 5. And I got to the point where I was getting burned out. I was like, I can't do this anymore. And it was like I just had this revelation where I said, you know what? Take your most popular channel and just focus on that. Now, those other channels right now, like I said, there's 4 of them. One of them has, I think, 408 subscribers. The other one has 123. One of them has 212. Another one has 193 subscribers. And this one that I'm currently talking to you on has just under 37,000 subscribers. I'm going to tell you how I got there. It's going to blow your mind. So when I first started my journey, YouTube Shorts were starting to become more popular. They were getting talked about. Now, before this, I wasn't on YouTube. I mean, I would watch a lot of YouTube videos, different content and things that I enjoyed, but I never thought about doing it as a revenue stream. Just thought, I don't want to be in front of the camera, you know, all those same issues a lot of us have. But then it got to the point where I said, you know what? If it's something that you want to do, get over your fear or your anxieties and just do what you know you got to do. You know, I'm an extrovert. I don't really want to be in front of the camera, but I'm a person where I'm like, you know what? I'll do what I have to do to get what it is I'm trying to get. I'm not going to let a little bit of fear stop me. So if that happens to be you and you're watching this video right now and you're not comfortable in front of the camera, take a chance. Don't let fear control you or rule you. So like getting back to my story, so when I started, I was doing a whole lot more short form video, the shorts, because they were easier to do. I could do a lot more quicker, and it seemed like I would get more connection with people, more comments or more views. So I focused more on that, and because the longer videos took a little bit more to create, I got to the point where I started only doing maybe once a week. Then it got to the point where I was doing the long form video maybe once every 2 weeks. So when I was trying to do all 5 channels, I'm telling you, I was just physically spent. There were nights where I was staying up to 2 and 3 in the morning just trying to get stuff done so I could hit the upload button and then go to sleep, and then wake up, it will be done. I mean, it was like a full-time job. One of the points I want to make is you need to be doing both. You need to be doing shorts and you need to be doing long form videos as well. And like I said before, the dilemma is YouTube gives you 2 thresholds. You can either hit the 10 million subscribers, 10 million views with your shorts and 1,000 subscribers, or 4,000 public watch hours on your longer videos and 1,000 subscribers. Like I said, I'm going to share with you what happened with me, and I'm telling you, it's going to blow your mind. So for months, my public watch hours, you know, for the longer form videos stayed at about 1340. I mean, 1333. I remember that number, 1333, because you can go on your YouTube Creator Studio and it'll show you how many subscribers you have and how many watch hours you have. And I'm telling you, for months, it just stayed at 1,333. And then underneath it, it would show you how many shorts views you had. And it was always like 140,000, 150,000. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to hit 10 million shorts views. I would hit the 4,000 hours for the longer videos first. So I thought, right? And since people were focusing more on my shorts, or at least it appeared that way, because of the amount of views that I would get, I focused more on the shorts than I did the longer form videos. I remember thinking to myself, man, I'm going to be able to hit 4,000 hours easily. Well, I was wrong. Now for me, for this channel, I hit 1,000 subscribers back in January. So we're February, March, April, May, 4 months later. I remember when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I was so excited, and I was like, wait a minute, you only have 1,200 hours of watch time. So I knew I still had to wait and had to find a way to increase the time to get people watching my videos more. So around that time, I had a video, one of my shorts, like I said, and just to go back a little bit, my long form videos never really did anything crazy. I haven't had a lot of traction on the video that I did, and it started gaining a little bit of traction. It went through a period, I think this was back in like January, February. It was like all of a sudden, every day I'm getting hundreds of people commenting on this video. It was a video of some burrowing owls, and the guy was taking them out of the bucket and putting them in this little burrow. And it was just like, I'm sitting there like, why are these people like freaking out over this stupid video? I remember my wife had sent it to me, and she was like, you should post this. And I was like, that's stupid. Well, hold that thought for a minute. So after a while, this video started getting some traction. So I would post anywhere between 2 to 6 shorts every day, almost every day, and I would do a long form video about once a week, you know. But again, you know how we are. We have a tendency to focus on what we think is working. So most of my time was spent making the short videos. And I would also post a lot of videos from other sources. If I found a cute animal video or something like that, I would take the video, the short of it, or I would condense it from a longer video into a short, and then I would turn down the music and add another music sound to it to kind of make it my own. Sometimes I would even talk in the background thinking, this will be great, this won't get me copyrighted or dinged, and I never got a copyright notification on any of those videos. So between the shorts and the scripts for the long videos and creating thumbnails and just all the content ideas you have to try to come up with, it's a lot of work. But remember that anything worth having is going to take effort. It's going to take time. It's going to take consistency. You know, just because, you know, it gets frustrating because you're wanting to see things happen, don't quit. Just keep doing what you're doing. It will pay off in the end. It can be very frustrating at times because you feel like, especially those of you that aren't like me, you know, like I said, I'm retired. I have all the time in the world, you know, but at the same time, it's still a lot of times. So I can just imagine if you're out there and you're trying to build this thing and you have a full-time job, you have kids, you have a family. I take off my hat to you, a lot of respect to you, because it is rough, but it can be done. Try not to get frustrated, because I'm telling you, I am telling you, you will work and you will work, and it seems like none of it will make any sense to you at times. It's like you'll post a short video and you'll get like a handful of views, and you're thinking, 30 views, what is that about? Then you'll post another short and you'll get like 1,000 views, and you're like, wow. Then you'll post another one and you'll get like 5,000 views, and you're like, yeah. And then you have like 3 or 4 days where you'll post several shorts and it's just like 0, 1, 2 views, 3 views, and you're like, what the heck is going on? There'll be several days where it seems like nobody's viewing your videos, and you're like trying to figure out, what the heck am I doing or not doing right? I'm sure the algorithm has something to do with that. I don't know, because I know we have no control over what this algorithm does. We're just kind of, all of us are kind of a slave to it. But it can be very frustrating at times, but don't let it frustrate you. Just keep doing what you know you need to do. I guess what I'm trying to say is, it just seems like there's many times there's no rhyme or reason as to what's actually going on. So whether it's a long video or a short video, just keep trying to come up with good content that people want to hear and that they want to see. So I kept at this up until recently, where I had a short video that started gaining some traction. I mean, like through the roof, crazy traction. I'm sitting there looking at my wife like, this is crazy. Got to the point where this video had hundreds of thousands of views. And I was like, wow, I might actually hit the shorts threshold of 10 million, because it was just that many views and that many comments every day. I couldn't even open my phone without there being 40, 50 comments about people talking about, you guessed it, these stupid owls. I don't know what it was, but for some reason people were just engaged with it. Here I was thinking, wow, why is this video so popular? You know, and I'm thinking I would have gotten it in another way. This is what I was telling you about a little bit ago when I said it's going to blow your mind when I tell you what I'm telling you. Here I am thinking I'm going to hit the 4,000 hour threshold to be eligible for my 1,000 subs, you know, for the YouTube partnership program. All of a sudden this video took off, I'm telling you, in about 12 days. I went from 5,000 subscribers to 37,000 subscribers and 19 million views, all because of this one short video. Now, some of you watching this are probably saying, Oh man, that's amazing. I guess you could say that was my one example of going viral. Now, the sad part about it is that was not my video. That was one of the videos that I used that I found from somebody else because I thought you could do that. And according to YouTube, there's some back and forth as far as if you can or if you can't do that. And I'll get into that a little bit later. So those of you that hung with me till the end of this video, I'm going to tell you about that one little nugget that I promised you at the beginning. So do not click off. Pay attention to what it is I'm going to be saying you. So let me fast forward to May 19th of this year. You're talking about 5 days ago, those of you that are watching this video right now. So I ended up waking up on the 19th and I got that long-awaited email. You can apply for the YouTube Partnership Program. I mean, I could have did a backflip. I could have danced. I was like, yes! I'm like telling my wife how excited I was because I had literally been working, I don't want to say 24 hours a day, but in the very beginning of this thing, there were days where I was working 16, 17 hours a day, creating content and editing videos and doing all this stuff. I mean, I was working hard, and I felt like 7 months it had finally paid off. Now, it didn't hit the threshold with what I thought it would hit it with. I would have never thought that this stupid owl video would get me 19 million views and 19,000, I'm sorry, not 19,000, 37,000 subscribers. I mean, it's mind-blowing. But here's the part that I promised you. So I fill out the application. It takes me a few minutes. You fill out this one little thing, and then the next thing is where you have to sign up for Google AdSense if you don't have a Google AdSense account. And then you have to wait for them to do that. And then they send you another little thing saying that they are reviewing your channel. So from what I understand, what they do is they go on your channel and they start looking at your channel to make sure that it meets their guidelines. And that means a lot of different things. They look at your videos. They want to make sure that the content is up to standards as far as what they expect for their channels. And I was excited about it, you know. So I do all this stuff. I submit the application and I just sit back and I'm waiting and I'm thinking, because they tell you it takes about a month that they might get back to you, and I'm praying like, Lord, just let this happen within the next few days, right? But I ended up getting an email the next morning. I woke up and I had an email from YouTube, and I was like, yes. And this is what it said. So I was stunned. I was shocked. I was sad, because I knew how much effort I'd put in to get to this point, and didn't really feel like I got kicked in the teeth. It sucked, I'm not going to lie, because I felt like I had worked so hard to get there, spent many hours to get there. So their reasoning was that I had reused content on my channel. So, of course, having that one video that got 19 million views, I'm sure when they went to check my content, they probably pulled up that video and they saw, because I'm sure their algorithms have a way to determine if that video has been on any other platforms. And I believe my wife gave that one. I think she got it off of Telegram. And again, they have something in their guidelines about using videos from other social media sites. So at the time, people were engaging with my shorts, so I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, well, as long as I change the music and turn the original sound down and I add a little bit of my own stuff to the video, because that's what it sounds like they say you can do, right? By adding your own commentary and things like that. But apparently, I would bet money. They don't tell you which videos they ding you for. They just say that you have reused content. So, of course, I'm disappointed. So I'm thinking, what is it that I have to do to figure this out? So I started searching like a lot of you would do, and I found several videos on YouTube where people had experienced the same letdown from YouTube about having reused content on their platform. And after reviewing several of the videos and going through all of YouTube's guidelines and their policies, I came to this conclusion, that I needed to go through all my content, mainly my short form content, because most of my long form stuff was me in the video. But majority of my shorts, I would say if I had 400 short videos, I would say 360 of them were other things that I created from, free videos and just adding a little bit of music and some graphics and some words, or, funny animal videos from other people that never got a copyright or nothing, so I figured they were good. Don't fall for this. If you're using other people's content, stop doing it. And the reason I say that is they say in their and I'll post it up here on the video. They actually tell you that you can do that. You just have to do it this way. After going through what I went through, I don't think I will use anybody else's content anymore. YouTube really desires for its creators to use their own content. So that's what my plan is, to use my own content moving forward. I know if I built it once, I can build it again. Didn't make me feel any better, even though I knew, because I knew how hard I worked the last 7-8 months almost. So if you're making a channel right now, if you're just starting out, if you're just a couple months in, and you're practicing some of these things where you're using little animal shorts and funny videos from other people, my advice would be to stop doing it now. Seriously, delete those videos and start trying to find creative content that you can make that's got your face in it, that is 100% your own. Because I truly believe you don't want to spend months and months and a ton of hours to get to this point and then have it all ripped out from underneath you. When you finally get to the point where you are approved, they deny you the next day. I'm telling you, it will crush you, especially if you worked as hard as I did at it. So again, like I said, make sure the content is your own. YouTube says as long as you make the content, the video different by either adding a commentary or a storyline that, to an existing video, like if I had added a commentary or storyline to the ones with the owls, according to them, that would have been okay. But they never said that. But my consensus that I came up with is that you're better off just making your own content, because you don't have to worry about getting dinged. I mean, I've even heard some other crazy stories where people clearly were doing their own stuff and YouTube still dinged them and said they were using other people's content. So for me, I think the safest thing is to do these things. Like I said before, I had to end up deleting probably 200 plus videos off of my channel. And the hardest one for me to delete was the one that had 19 million views, because I knew as soon as I deleted it, I was going to lose all the views and I was going to lose all the watch hours. And it was the one with the owl. And it was hard to do, but I knew that if I was going to do this the right way, if I didn't take these videos off my channel, they were just going to ding me again after me taking several months to try to build it back up again. The last thing you want to do is you want to work for a year and then hit all your numbers, and then you get told that you're getting denied because you have reused content on your channel. So what will end up happening is you're just going to have to delete them anyway. That is, if you're looking to have a channel that's successful and the thing that you're looking to do. Better to start now if you're just starting out, or you're just a few months in. Like I said, I'm almost 8 months in, and to get approved and to have to delete like 200 something videos, it's heartbreaking. Trust me. Though those of you that don't believe what it is I'm telling you, or that's not going to happen to me, and my buddy told me this or my buddy told me that, feel free to do whatever you choose to do. But just remember this video when you get that email saying that you've been denied for reused content because you thought you knew better. I just went through it just a few days ago. So I'm trying to put this out there to give you guys some information so you don't have to experience it either. Another thing I want you to be aware of too is I lost all my watch hours, like I said a little bit ago, when I deleted all those videos. My subscribers dropped, probably I think 150 of those 37,000 subscribers dropped off. And from what I was able to learn, it had something to do with, I guess there's a lot of bots and things that subscribe to your channel. I don't understand how that works, but apparently, I've had several drop off. I think now I'm down to about 36,390 subscribers. But again, they're not dropping off fast. It wasn't like I went from 5,000 subscribers up to 37,000 and dropped back down to 6,000. I mean, I still have the bulk of those subscribers. Sadly, like I said before, the 19 million, they're gone. So right now I'm back at 150,000 shorts views, and so put yourself in my position. Imagine how hard that is to see 19 million and you end up having to delete all this content because if you don't, they're just going to ding you again. And to look at your numbers and see 145,000 after you had almost 20 million. It's kind of crazy. So like I said, I'm just trying to warn you guys so you don't have to go through what I went through. Also, if you don't have a good banner or a good thumbnail icon for your channel, make sure you have one. Look professional. Make sure that your about page is about what your channel is about. That's something that they look at as well. I'm at the point where I'm not using any music anymore unless it's YouTube audio library or Epidemic Sound, which is what I'm subscribed to. Again, I haven't gotten dinged by anything, but I don't want to take a chance. You know I use CapCut as my video editor, and they have these little snippets of songs on there. I'm not doing that anymore. So any videos that I had that had those snippets, they're gone. Any videos I had that had animals or shorts that were other people's contents, they're gone. Pretty much every video I do now that's a short, I'm trying to put my face in it so they can't say it's not me. I'm trying to go above and beyond, getting that practice now so that when that time comes again, when I hit those hours, they can't come back and say, oh, you have reused content on your channel, if you know what I mean. So I hope this video was helpful, and if you're interested to know a little more detail about my journey when I first started, I did another video several months back that's a lot more detail as far as the effort and some of the things I was doing in the beginning. So if you click on this video right over here, that'll take you right to it. And again, please make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel. Like I always say, I love you guys. I want nothing but the best for you. So again, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace. I'm out.